yet. Well, the best is yet to come. Finally, get this one. Boxes. It takes one large box and one little box and some magic to make this illusion possible. I will leave some space to your imagination here. Let's discuss it in the comment section. How is it possible for the little box to be outside, inside, and part of the large box at the same time? So, how many optical illusions did you manage to crack? Tell us in the comments below. Now, don't forget to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.
I had it first.
And you gave it to me.
No, I didn't.
And I'm using it. 758-493. 758-493. 758-493. To stay alive. Definitely Jake.
You know that look?
Snake ball and
That life of the party look. Walk it off look. 1 more mile look. Reply all look. Own your look with fewer lines. There's only one Botox cosmetic. It's the only one FDA approved to temporarily make frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead look better. The effects of Botox cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Do not receive Botox cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Tell your doctor about your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. So give that just saw a puppy look, and whatever that look is. Look like you with fewer lines. Own your look with the one and only Botox cosmetic.
Okay, listen up. 6 riddles you have to solve to stay alive.
Can you get off on me?
Unfortunately, only a few of us know exactly what to do in life-threatening situations. And that's a bummer, because knowing how to react if your parachute doesn't open or a big, ferocious dog is about to attack you may save your life one day. That's why we decided to check your instincts and survival skills by putting together a short test to see whether you would stay alive in some dangerous situations. Let's just hope you'll never face them in real life. Here's question number 1. There's a big brown bear just ahead of you. What do?
That was
1. What kind of question is that? I'd run for my life and scream for help, of course. 2. I'd try to befriend it. Maybe showing that I'm not a danger will convince it not to kill me. 3. I'd play dead and hope it doesn't notice me. 4. I'd shoot it. I ain't messing around. Now, you have 15 seconds to think about your answer. And go.
Play dead, not notice me. What type of animal is it? If it's a bear, you play dead.
Have you already picked the right one? Well, time's up. Let's see how you did. The answer? You definitely wouldn't be able to run fast enough, even if you're a competitive sprinter. A running brown bear can reach speeds of 21 miles per hour. Even the fastest man on Earth clocks out at 23 miles per hour, which I guess means only he would choose this answer. Now, shooting it also isn't an option, just a last resort. And you better plan on having a powerful gun and good aim. Otherwise, you'll just make the animal even madder. Sorry, hopeful bear whisperer, but talking to this animal and trying to get chummy with it won't do a thing. Do I really need to explain? It's a wild animal. It's going to feel threatened no matter what you do. It doesn't understand language. Okay, I think that's enough reasoning. So, if you decided to play dead, congratulations. You're the one who'd most likely stay alive. Just remember to curl up and put your hands behind your head. This way, the bear won't see you as a threat. By the way, if you said smear honey all over the guy next to you and run like hell, well, we have to admire your creativity at least. But you're not much of a friend. Question 2. You're outside during a tornado. and there's no shelter inside. What's your course of action?
I had a dream
1.
about
I'd get in my car and drive as far away as possible. 2. I'd crouch down in a nearby ditch. 3. I'd climb a tree and wrap my arms around the branch.
Stupid.
4. A tornado. I'd be frozen with fear, standing there mouth ajar.
Mouth ajar.
Your 15 seconds start now. Think carefully. And sorry, folks, that's all the time you have.
No, we don't. We can get more if we just pause it.
The answer. The right thing to do in this situation would actually be to find a stretch of open country, hide in the nearest ditch if you can find
We just
one,
had to pick
and
a
cover your head
cowbird.
with your clothes. That swirling funnel
smiling.
of death will pick you out of a tree with
Yeah,
no
tornado.
effort at all. Believe
he's
me,
just
you're
like,
not strong enough to hang on to that
Tornado,
bridge.
I think I'm gonna
And
die, but
getting
I'm
into
still
your car
happy.
is a no-no too. Tornadoes throw debris everywhere, so the likelihood that your tornado-escaping getaway will be on smooth open road is slim to none. So, how did you
Would
do?
like a tornado
Tell us in the
like
comment
that?
section below. Moving on to the next question.
You know, my friend Melissa,
Question
we
3.
were doing what a person.
Remember
on the
that
nail
big,
shop would be
ferocious dog
She
I
started
mentioned
talking
earlier?
like how
Well,
those
it's
nail people
standing
started
right in front of you,
She's like,
eyes locked
"Shut
on
up,
yours.
We don't know what they're saying.
What would you
Like, They
do?
could be talking about
Number
your
1,
nails and stuff.
I'd scare it away with loud noises and arm flailing. Make
Oh my
myself
God,
look
that
bigger and
guy's
scarier, you know? Number 2,
But no,
I'd stay
bring me
still,
to
arms
Nyanka.
into my sides, probably out of fear. 3, screw this, I'm bolting out of there. I might not be able to outrun Smokey the Bear, but
Ow,
little Scooby-Doo
ow.
here would be
Beat
nothing.
that pancake.
Number 4, I'd scream for help at the top of my lungs. And 15 seconds on the clock. What, in your opinion,
Would you like
is
to
the
get
right
them
thing to do?
pasted?
Think it through.
Would you
No,
no,
no, No, thank you.
Do you want some ukulele?
The noise.
Okay, hang on. A bit like that.
Okay, let's find out what the answer is. The answer? I know it's easier said than done, but the main thing here is to stay cool, calm, and collected. And don't wet your pants. If you
wet
try
your
to run
pants?
away, scream, or make any
Wow.
sudden movements, the dog will attack you instantly. And yes, they're fast too. So you don't want to tick it off anymore. Just stand still with your hands pinned to your sides and do not move.
He looks
Also,
like a kid that's
as
in
much
an
as you
old guy's
probably want
body.
to monitor this animal's every move, avoid eye contact. This way, there's a chance that everything will turn out in your favor. Question 4. You're swimming in the sea and suddenly realize there's a shark coming right at you. What's the plan? Number 1, play dead. If it works for bears, it probably works for sharks too. Number 2,
Why
I'd
would you play
beeline
dead
for the
with
shore
drown?
and pray that I swim faster than it does.
Hey, Mom,
Number
just
3,
play dead 'cause
I'd
there's a
stare it
shark
right in the eye and punch it in the nose if I have to. What can I say? I'm the ultimate badass.
Oh,
Number
wait, I
4,
don't have to play
I'd
dead
get around to its
again.
back and hang on to its fin. It can't get me if I'm piggybacking it.
It can't get
Now,
me if I'm
that's a hardcore
piggybacking.
situation, isn't it? Here's your 15 seconds. So many possible choices.
Did you explode yet? I'll be right in a second.
Okay, that's enough. Time's up. Let's see if you were right. The answer. If your badassery would give Clint Eastwood a run for his money, then congrats. Staring at the shark and punching it in the nose is the right way to go here. When a shark attacks, it can swim at almost 6 miles per hour. So your hopes of swimming faster have now officially been killed. Sorry. Piggybacking a shark? Really? Trust me, you're not fast enough to get behind it. And you definitely won't be able to keep a grip on its dorsal fin. These things are fast, seriously. And finally, save your acting skills for the bears. A shark won't miss out on a delicious meal, even if it's not moving. So, did you pick the right answer? If not, don't worry. We have 2 more questions for you to redeem yourself. Question 5. What should you do if you're skydiving from a plane, you're falling to the ground, You pull your parachute ripcord, and it doesn't open. Number 1. I guess I just tried to find the softest place to land, if you know what I mean. What else can you do? Number 2. I'd curl up to protect my head and torso. This would probably help at least a little bit. Number 3. I'd use the reserve parachute, of course. 4. I'd try to cling on to a fellow skydiver. Holy Star Trek, you're a Klingon! 15 seconds on the clock. Time starts now. Man, how do you get out of this one? Just accept your fate and meet your maker? All right, let's see what in the world we should do in this skydiving nightmare. Well, I know what to do because it happened to me 4 times. The answer, if you pick number 3, then you're the survivor. Good for you. The other options are off the table. Falling from such a height even into the softest place and all curled up like a shrimp would still turn out as bad as you can imagine. And clinging to a fellow parachuter won't cut it. By the time you realize your chute hasn't opened when it needed to be, you have under 30 seconds before impact with the ground. Your emergency parachute is there for a reason, so don't forget about it. And yes, in reality, I've had 4 parachute malfunctions, and using my reserve chute, I survived nearly all of them.
What are you doing?
Decorated.
Question 6.
Don't use these for
You're stranded in the desert. What's it gonna be? 1. I take off my clothes and try to save as much water as I can. 2. I would not stop walking until I find rescuers or a town or whatever is going to save me. 3. I'd dig out a pit house of some sort and wait for help. 4. I'd only walk at night and sleep in some sort of hiding place during the day. That sun is way too hot for me. Think it through. The clock's ticking down 15 seconds. Have you made up your mind? 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Okay. Okay.
The answer? The correct option is number 4. So if you picked it, you would most likely survive. Who made the wrong choices? Tonight, the temperature in the desert is way day. So trying to find the right path during night is the only way for you to survive a couple of days in this harsh environment. No matter how much you try to save your water, you'd still run out of it because in the heat of the desert, you'd feel constant thirst. Walking without stopping will exhaust you faster than you think, and definitely wouldn't help since you have no idea where you're going. Duh. And waiting for help without doing anything is pointless as well. No dugout would save you from the heat.
No, I'm keeping that big piece of it.
So, are you a survivor or not? Don't jump, pardon the pun, to conclusions just yet.
water.
By the way, don't forget that you can also check your logic skills with our other test. See how much of a Sherlock you are and try to solve the hardest crimes. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. We're about to put your survival skills to the test once again with a bonus and super hard question that only the smartest ones can answer. Are you ready? Here it goes. Bonus question. A wild tribe of some sort is about to kill you. The leader lets you say your final words. If you tell the truth, they'll burn you at the stake. If you lie, they'll shoot you. How can you outsmart the tribe and survive?
Tell the lie and the truth.
You have 30 seconds to solve this one.
But you'll die
Your
too
time
fast.
starts now.
You have to wait until this can is dry. Spit it out.
Dang it, I touched your stupid tattoo. My tattoo. My tattin' tootin' tootin' bootin'.
Man, this one is really a doozy. It looks like you're pretty much out of luck. And 3, 2, 1. So, do you have an answer or are you completely
I
lost?
picked the lie.
I'd put myself in the second group, to be honest. The answer, you should say that they will shoot you. This will confuse the tribe because it isn't true. If it were, They should burn you alive, not shoot you. Nor is it false. See the trick here? Well, I don't know about you, but I guess I'm not bright enough to crack these type of riddles. I should probably also get someone else to pack my parachute next time. So, how many of these questions did you get right? Tell us in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and test all your friends and family by sharing this video. There are even more fun videos like this one on our channel. So be sure to join us on the bright side of life.
Okay. Drugs. Ooh, that smells like nail salon.
That does. Smells good.
So does this. Here, smell this. This is really strong, but.
Okay, let's expand that mind of yours. What would you choose to survive? What would you do if one day they stuck you in a casket and buried you alive? To escape, you'd need to think outside the box. Get it? Outside the box? Casket?
I just
Never
said
mind.
it.
Have you ever wondered how you'd fare if you were in a life and death situation? How's your knowledge of toxic gases? Did you pay attention in chemistry class? You might want to
This is
review
good
your
when I have
periodic
my
table.
nails.
We've put together 4 scenarios to test your survival skills. Are you ready? But before we test those skills, remember to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be the first to watch our videos. Okay, now let's get started. Scenario number 1, swallowed by the ground. Imagine that you're out enjoying your day. You're taking a hike down a rocky mountain all by yourself. All of a sudden, an earthquake shakes the ground. The earthquake causes a hole to open up right under your feet, and you plunge down 10 feet. Ouch! You pick yourself up and look at your surroundings. You are in a cave. The rocks are smooth, and you can't climb back up. But there are 2 paths ahead of you, and you can see light shining through them. You start walking forward, but wait up. You take a closer look at the paths and see this. You take a look down path A and see that it's full of snakes. Path B is full of spiders. Unless you're a snake lover, you have a tough choice ahead of you. Studies from a university in Germany have found that humans are hardier spiders than snakes from birth. They showed 6-month-old babies pictures of flowers and fish, and then pictures of snakes and spiders. The baby's pupils dilated in fear and stress when they were shown the spiders. So that fear response empathize with you. From where you can see a few, it has a dark upper head. Along its side are 15 to 25 round pale blotches. Its eyes are so dark that you can't see the pupils, and it shakes its tail at you. One spider makes its way out of the cave, and you catch a glimpse of it. The spider is about 1 inch long. It's shiny black, and it has a reddish hourglass design on its belly.
No, those are poisonous, bro.
You can't be stuck there forever. So you have to decide which path to take. We'll give you 15 seconds.
Snakes. There was a spider in our bathroom.
It's nice to be out of there. If you chose path A, you're correct. Path A has a type of snake called a ball python. Ball pythons are usually shy and non-venomous, and they make great pets for snake lovers. Path B is full of black widow spiders. The black widow spider sends approximately 2,500 people to the hospital each year in the U.S. It's a highly venomous spider, and its bite produces muscle cramping, nausea, and paralysis of the diaphragm, which makes it difficult to breathe. We hope you chose well. Number 2, bear encounter. No, you're not naked or anything. Imagine you've been getting your exercise by running on a trail in a forest. You got a good workout, and now you're headed back to your car. You can see your car in the distance when you suddenly stop in your tracks. You notice that a nearby bear is looking right at you, and you just happen to forget your bear spray. Bear encounters result in injuries to people or their pets. You've heard that if you encounter a bear, you should play dead. But then you remember that it's only applicable if a grizzly is attacking you and feels threatened. Well, the bear isn't attacking you yet, but it is close to you and looking at you. You can see that your car is close and are unsure of how to handle the situation. So, what would you do? Would you run or walk to your car? We'll give you 15 seconds to decide.
What? Because if you run, it will scare you. I said it will scare you. You will scare it.
You'll startle it.
You'll make it crap its own pants.
You'll be like...
If you chose to walk to your car, you'd be correct. If you back up slowly, the bear is likely to leave you alone. In a real-life situation, if a bear spots you, it's recommended that you talk calmly to the bear so it can identify you as a human. Bears have poor eyesight, and they might think you are prey if you don't talk to them. If you decided to run, that's only natural. Your runner's instinct might want to kick in. But know that you can't outrun a bear. Bears can charge at 30 miles per hour, and grizzlies can reach up to 35 miles per hour. Most of us are not as speedy as the fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt, who can reach up to 27 miles per hour. Running away can trigger an animal's instinctual response to chase you. Number 3, lethal choices. Imagine that for this reason. A crazy scientist has locked you in a room and is testing your knowledge distances. The only way you'll get to leave is if you choose the substance that is the least harmful. But beware that all the options will be harmful. You will do less damage than allow you to walk out of there and get yourself to a doctor. To ingest one of the substances orally, would you pick? Here are the options. Bottle 1 contains a solid substance called tetrodotoxin. Bottle 2 contains a substance called Botox. You might have heard of this one. Bottle 3 contains a substance called BZ. We'll give you 15 seconds to decide. Bottoms up.
I want to drink.
Did you say we had to take one? Did you say we had to take one?
Which one would you take?
Neither.
Carol Dixon?
If he said we didn't have to take one, then I wouldn't take it.
If you're familiar with Botox, you might have chosen bottle 2. Botox, or botulinum toxin, is one of the most poisonous substances known to us. It blocks nerve activity in the muscles, and it's lethal when inhaled or ingested orally. Well, let's just put some of it in our face, shall we? Actually, it does have some positive qualities, as it's commonly used around the world for cosmetic purposes and to treat painful muscle spasms. Tetrodotoxin is an extremely potent poison found in fish organs. We can thank the pufferfish for that. This neurotoxin can shut down nerve conduction between the brain and body by blocking your sodium channels. A moderate dose can paralyze the muscles you need to live, making it lethal. The right answer is bottle number 3. Bottle number 3 contains a substance called BZ, a non-lethal substance that can temporarily disable a person. The effect is achieved within 30 to 50 minutes. So, if you walk fast, you'll be able to call for help. You better hurry up. Number 4, under the sea. Yeah, we in luck here, under the muck here, under the sea. All right, nobody remembers Little Mermaid? Okay. Well, imagine waking up to find yourself in an underwater facility. You need to make your way back up with 3 vials. One vial will help you breathe underwater and get back up to the surface. The other 2 are lethal. They are all filled with gases that you can't see, but you can smell them. You are being tested on your knowledge of toxic gases. Here are the options. Vial 1 has a gas that is colorless and smells like rotten eggs. Vial 2 contains a colorless gas smelling slightly of garlic. Vial number 3 contains a mixture of 2 gases. The combination is colorless and tasteless, and it doesn't have a smell. Keep in mind that none of the vials contain pure oxygen. Which vial would you pick? We'll give
Ow,
you
that hurt.
15 seconds to
That was
decide.
my nail.
I know, you freaking dug it into my skin.
Just wait for that to dry and see if you like it. And if you don't, I will peel it off.
If you said vial number 3, you are correct. Vial number 3 contains hydrox, which is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen.
Time to make
It is a breathing gas, and since it is commonly used deep diving, it will help you get back up to the surface. Vial number 1 contains hydrogen sulfide. This is a highly flammable gas that reduces the body's oxygen supply, damaging the nervous system, and paralyzes the respiratory system. With low concentrations, you can experience eye, nose, and throat irritation. High concentrations of this gas can make it hard to breathe and cause an immediate coma. So this is bad, right? Okay. Vial number 2 contains arsine, a flammable and poisonous gas. People exposed to a low or moderate dose of arsine can experience confusion, fatigue, or even paralysis and loss of function. So, vials number 1 and number 2
This isn't
could
a
have been
Hitler.
lethal. So tell us, did you survive? Are you living to fight another
I don't
day?
survive anything.
What did you choose? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.
Be careful.
Ew, that looks like eye boogers from a dog.
Now that you say that, I don't want it. Dang, they're both scared. The guy and the spider were both scared. The spider was like, the guy was
Hey,
like,
are you ready to think and grow older? Well, let me clarify. Let's check and see if you'd survive these 5 chilling life situations. So, who doesn't love a good brain teaser or detective mystery to get the old wheels turning? Well, today, we're cooking the steaks. No, we're raising the stakes. You'll need to find the solution to these life or death situations if you want to come out of them alive. After each riddle, you'll have 20 seconds to think your answer over.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Try to employ
Nobody wants to watch you anymore.
only why don't we?
That's what I was gonna put on. What else would I put on? Huh? I pressed the wrong number.
You look like a mom trying to play.
Trying to play Dr. Kowalski. I know.
Oh,
Yeah, you know it's that. He's a player. It's in this. I'm gonna watch talk.
What?
Just doing nails here. Well, I'm doing her nails.
I don't.
What is wrong with this kid? Okay.
I want to pull it off the stage.
Okay, another layer.
Oh my god, bro.
Never mind. Okay.
It's not just me, no, you feel it
Is
too.
it ready yet?
You know and I know, we lost a lot of.
No, that's
It's
not
like
the way
our
you
love
have to
cut the line in two.
take it off from that
We're
one.
on different sides, though, lost in the echo. Our lips are moving, they make it worse. Worse than the riddles, we make it worse. 'Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. We try to fix it, it never works.
Bro, what's that?
Oh, breaking bones when I speak, 'cause listen when I talk. Doubt on nothing but that high note. When you speak, 'cause I don't listen when you talk.
No.
Ooh, yeah. Don't think we'll ever get better. Gets worse with every letter. Doubt on nothing but that high note. On repeat, 'cause we don't listen.
Kid, don't you dare do this to me.
Got it.
Ooh, yeah. Don't
Dude, it
think we'll
doesn't-
ever get
Dude, it doesn't
better.
even hurt a little bit.
Told you, and you're like, ow. Okay.
Because I thought you were going to be like, hi-ya, and pull it off.
It's not just me, no,
You
you
need
feel
that for
it
yourself, Derek?
too.
You pee your pants?
You know and I know, we lost a lot of. It's like our love cut the line in two. We're on different sides, though, lost in the echo.
Go eat.
Our lips are moving, they make it worse. Worse than the riddles, we make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. No, we try to fix it, it never works. We go breaking up like cell phones when I speak, cause you don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but that high note when you speak, cause I don't listen when you talk. Ooh yeah, don't think we'll ever get better, better. Gets worse with every letter, letter. Dial tone, nothing but that high note on repeat, cause we don't listen when we talk.
It's true, you got that fat gap.
If we could speak like we're trying to share conversation, communication. I'm hearing me and you're hearing you on different islands, just sounds of silence. Our lips are moving, they make it worse. Oh, we're certain feels to make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening. Oh, we try to fix it, it never works. We go breaking up like cell phones when I speak, cause you don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but that high note when you speak, cause I don't listen when you talk. Ooh yeah, don't think we'll ever get better, better. Gets worse with every letter, letter. Dial tone, nothing but that high note on repeat, cause we don't listen when we talk. Our lips are moving, they make it worse, make it worse. Worse than the riddles, we make it worse. Cause I'm not listening, and you're not listening, you're not listening. No. We try to fix it, it never works.
Jack.
Oh, we go breaking up like cell phones when I speak, cause you don't listen when I talk. Dial tone, nothing but that high note when you speak, cause I don't listen when you talk. Oh yeah, don't think we'll ever get better. Gets worse with every letter, letter. Dial tone, nothing but that high note on repeat, cause we don't listen when we talk.
How can he sing so high?
I've been all through the country, from LA to Kentucky. Met a girl in Houston, but she knows that there are bad girls in Perry. No, they wanna get married, and some beautiful ones in Tokyo. Some go to college, some on the model, some digging for that gold. Some fly solo, some wanna stay at home. Ooh, I want 'em all. These girls, the ones that you bring home to mama. These girls are the ones who love all of the drama. These girls, I swear there's way too many. These girls, the independent ones with money. These girls, the crazy ones that
Talking about that.
Tryna be like Rihanna. Just one that just gotta be honest. I don't know how to decide. Yeah, too many girls to be found. These girls, the ones that you bring home. These girls, all of the drama. These girls, I swear there's way too many. Tryna fall for one, but I can't help it. I just wanna love. These girls, the independent ones with money. These girls, the crazy ones that love the money. These girls, I swear there's way too many. Tryna fall for one, but I can't help it. I just wanna love. Hey, Hollywood girls tryna be like Rihanna. And I can choose one, I just gotta be honest. Oh, I don't know how to decide. Too many girls on my mind. Yeah, too many girls to be the ones that you bring home to mama. and the ones who love all the drama.
You
I
can do
swear there's way too many trying to fall for one, but I can't help it, I just wanna love.